What up, though? It's your boy Wordplay here with another edition of Wordplay Speaks. I'd like to welcome everyone. Those that keep coming back. Hopefully, I keep you guys entertained. Thank you for coming back. Any newcomers, hopefully, I keep you guys entertained. If you like what you heard, please spread the word. All right. On today's episode, we're going to talk about a variety of topics as always. And the main event is addiction. I'm finally getting to that episode. I've been mentioning this episode about it was pretty much since season one. Yeah, so finally put it together. Like I say, this season I want to be like have some hard hitting topics. You know what I'm saying, that need to be discussed or talked about, or just topics that people go through, or what I'm saying. So heavy hitting topics this season, and so far I've done that with depression, racism, and then I'll about to hit addiction. So, but before we get into that, I want to like you say, have a variety of topics today. Um, First of all, I want to talk about this heat. Hopefully, you guys are staying cool. Yeah, because this heat been bad. We've been battling this heat wave, you know what I'm saying? It's been like extremely hot. Yesterday was extremely hot. Today it's hot, but it's not as hot as it was yesterday. I think tomorrow's gonna be a little bit cooler, I believe. I'm not really sure. And I think we're gonna get some rain eventually, you know what I'm saying? And it usually be I think it's either Friday or Saturday. And cold front, coming in after that. But so hopefully you guys are staying cool. Hopefully you guys, managed to keep power this time because the last heat wave we had before the 4th of July or around the 4th of July, it was a storm that came through and knocked a lot of people power out. And it was a crazy, 4th of July. But from what I hear, everybody still pretty much had a good 4th of July and stuff. So that's good. But can't go without no power, you know what I'm saying? And man, I wish they would fix it. They need to start running. I believe they was talking about putting people's power lines underground. They should do. I know a couple people that have their power underground. You know what I'm saying? I think Tuda Cook, she said her aunt has power underground. You know what I'm saying? And her power barely goes out. You know what I'm saying? Even though she did say this last storm, even her power flickered. You know what I'm saying? She said that never happens. But yeah, so I think they should make it like where your power lines is underground instead of, what I'm saying, eliminate, if it can, what I'm saying, avoid admitting power outages because, what I'm saying, this junk is crazy. And then they were talking about, DTE were talking about giving people $45 for, because the power was out for so many days or whatever. Like $45, man. I mean, it's better than nothing, but at the same time, it's like, what's $45 gonna do? Because people had to throw out groceries, and that's like $100 right there. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'm saying. So $45 ain't, what I'm saying. I mean, it's like better than nothing, but at the same time, what I'm saying. And you should just give out a month of your free bill or something, man, or pay people back whatever they spend in groceries. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got the money. You know what I'm saying? As long as people keep the receipt, you know what I'm saying? They show that, you know what I'm saying? Or something, man, because $45, man. I'm like, dog. But yeah, hopefully y'all staying cool. Um, Crazy part, man, it be the humidity, man, because I was looking on my phone earlier. It was saying it was 95, but it felt like it was 105. I'm like, good God, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, yeah, it was hot, you know what I'm saying? And recently, I'm glad I did get my air fixed in the car, you know what I'm saying, recently, you know what I'm saying, because I've been loving it too, man, because, ooh, 'cause I was, man, I was just, man, I'm the type that I just, sweat it out or dog it out, you know what I'm saying, 'cause it was like, man, as soon as you get in the car, the car already reading like 110, you know what I'm saying, like, good God. So, like, one, you gotta, if you don't have air, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, let the windows down, hopefully it air out, and you can't wait to get on the freeway or something, man, or somewhere where you just take off on purpose. You know what I'm saying? When it's hot like this and you got no air, you just speed off in purpose so you can get a little circulation going then on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You just like you in the parking lot, just like like man, just to get a little bit of circulation. Like man, like dude. Yeah, but I'm loving that hair, man. I'm like, man, I was like the only. I used to be like when I had no air. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, like what it is now outside. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like everybody else got their windows up. You just pull up to the light. You look at the over the next to the person over you, like man, forget you, man. You sweating bullets, man. You like man, forget you, man. Like it's their fault. You know what I'm saying? But now hopefully you guys are staying cool in this heat wave. I think you got like a couple more days, if not the. I think the day should be the I think tomorrow gonna be hot, but not as hot. You know what I'm saying? I think each day is not gonna be as hot. You know what I'm saying? I think until the weekend, I believe. Don't quote me on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all. Lord, man, you said like nah. I believe. You know what I'm saying? But I do know. I do believe that either Friday or Saturday we're supposed to get like some rain or whatever. Hopefully not no big storm like you said last time. You know what I'm saying? But I believe it's supposed to rain or whatever and cool off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but hopefully you guys are staying cool out there. Um, what else was I going to talk about? Oh man, I was on Facebook earlier. You know what I'm saying? This junk really hit me because you know what I'm saying. I lost my mother, few years ago. For those that don't know, I think 21 or whatever. But no, it was it's a senior lineman for the who do you play for? Western Kentucky. Now he lost his mother, you know what I'm saying, whatever, whoop, whoop. But then he lost his scholarship because he, went home to grieve, you know what I'm saying. I don't know, and they said after a workout or something. I don't know if it was like right after he received the news or, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, after, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like you go to work, like work or whatever, it's like going to work, you know what I'm saying, you might feel like you went back too early or something, and you might have had to leave or whatever, whoop de whoop, and go home, you know what I'm saying, because you're not feeling it, you know what I'm saying, whoop de whoop. I don't know if it was that situation. I don't know if it was like the situation where, like you say, he just found out his mother passed and he thought he could leave, you know what I'm saying, but so anyway, they said at the workout, you know what I'm saying, he went home and he said he thought he got permission. He said that he got permission to go home, I guess be with family or whatever until like June or July or something. But then come to find out, you know what I'm saying? They talking about he left the way he left. They took his scholarship from him, you know what I'm saying? Now he can't even transfer to another school, nothing. They took his whole scholarship from him. And he's like, what? Like, man, y'all know this dude just lost his mom, you know what I'm saying? That's like messed up, you know what I'm saying? And it really hurt me because of me, the fact that I lost my mom and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, y'all already know this dude grieving, going through it, you know what I'm saying? But for y'all to do that, like, come on, man. Like, that's messed up, man. Yeah, that junk hurt me, man. I'm like, damn, I don't even know this dude. But you know what I'm saying? That junk hurt me. It's just like when I lost my mom or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was able to it was around this time of the year because she passed away on July 5th. So it was like I don't know who you guys been following me or whatever, but every year we get like a couple weeks off, you know what I'm saying? And it happened around that time in the midst of that time, you know what I'm saying? Because the funeral happened and stuff, and then we were supposed to go back. Now, I talked to my manager or whatever, and she gave me an extra week off, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I wasn't ready to go back after that week. I was trying to get another week off, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, I need at least like one more week, you know what I'm saying? But she like, oh, I already did what I could, you know, this and that. And so at the time, I was pissed, you know what I'm saying? Because she kind of forced me to go back to work. She like, you come back or, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but like I already gave an extra week, you know what I'm saying? Because when we go back, you know what I'm saying, training camp hits, you know what I'm saying? It's like we need all hands on deck, whoop, 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 whoop. Plus it's like an emergency or something like that. But so, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I was pissed, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dog, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still going through it, you know what I'm saying? But in the long run, though, it ended up working out for me because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how it would have been if I would have got the extra week because I probably would have ended up losing my job because I probably would like, oh, I need another week. I'd probably still be downstairs in my sister's sister, I was still grieving, you know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't move, I couldn't barely get up, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I just want to curl up and, you know what I'm saying? But so in the long run, though, it did work out because when I did get to work, you know what I'm saying, it was good seeing everybody and stuff. And then the guys I work with, they some idiots, you know what I'm saying, and they help, you know, pick me up because they, you know, stuff they be saying. That's the one guy, Doug, man, that's my boy, man. But he's such an idiot, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, so it kind of helped me in the long run, you know what I'm saying? Because it helped me, like, cheer me up and bring me back together, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the time, you know, I was pissed because I'm like, dog, man, like, you can't give me one more week, like, at least a couple more days. And I'm like, dang. But, so, I kind of feel what he going through, you know what I'm saying? But, like, this whole situation is messed up, and they had to take his scholarship, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you know he just lost his mom, you know what I'm saying? And, like, dog, that's messed up, man. Hopefully he can find a way to bounce back though. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, I was like, man. And then it was another story. This one kind of funny. I don't know, man. Like how this dude they said it read. I don't know if it's real or not because the story don't make sense. Saying I found it on Facebook. You know how they be having them false stories, and I mean it makes sense, but it don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what if this is true, man? The pharmacy they need to be fired. Everybody at that pharmacy need to be fired if this is true. They said a dude got arrested after posing as a pharmacist, and I think he got away with it for like I think they said 30 days or a couple weeks or something. And it's like how did if that is true, you know what I'm saying? Everybody at that pharmacy needs to be fired. Now I can see maybe a couple of hours of somebody sneak in, you know what I'm saying? And maybe at one point in time you gotta know who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta be like, who is this guy? You need to fire security, you need to fire who everybody in that pharmacy needs to be fired. Especially if they let this go on for 30 days or a couple of weeks. And then they finally figured out because he said it was so convincing though, because he had the lab coat on, you know what I'm saying, and the way he was talking, you know what I'm saying, he was talking like a pharmacist, you know what I'm saying, but he was actually talking like a street pharmacist too though, you know what I'm saying, because he was saying, like they said, he was saying the drive-through was the, what do you call it? I forgot what he called it. The drive-through was the pull-through or something. And then it said when the customer was out of appeals or something, oh no, when he called the customer saying that I got I got your perks, I mean medication. You know what I'm saying? I got the perks. I mean, I got your perks. I mean medication. Like what? It was little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what? But then I think he said something off the wall or something, and somebody finally was like, "Wait, who is this guy?" You know what I'm saying? I think he said something off the wall or something. He was using because he was using like street terms. You know what I'm saying? Instead of regular terminology. But I think like the manager or somebody was around or something, or the big boss or something, and then they was like, "Who is this guy?" So, and then the funny part is they said when he got arrested, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh, so who gonna help all these customers till I get back?" Like, oh man, like dog. But I don't know if that's true or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm reading on Facebook. Like, I hope this is not real. Because, like you say, everybody at that pharmacy just need, man, even if you associated with that pharmacy, I don't get, you need to be fired. Like, how do you not know this guy? Like, oh my goodness, man. But, man, I thought that was hilarious, though. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so, all right, now we're going to talk about, like, oh, so we're gonna talk about addiction, and I also have a song called "Dear Mary Jane Letter." I've been talking about this song for a minute, you know what I'm saying, and so it lines with addiction, kind of, you know what I'm saying. So, but when you hear the song, you be like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people think "Dear Mary Jane Letter" like what? Because usually that's why I like to be called wordplay because I just put a spin on things, you know what I'm saying. Because usually "Dear Mary Jane Letter" is usually like a breakup, you know what I'm saying, a letter like breaking up with somebody or something, usually in form of a letter or something like that. But this is another in a kind of it is like a form of breakup, but in another kind of way, you know what I'm saying. Not relationship wise. It can be considered a relationship, I guess, but not like a human like girlfriend boyfriend like relationship, some other kind of relationship. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? So and shout out to my cousin because he the one that gave me the idea on that because I was just hitting him up like, hey man, I was in the right mood. And I was hitting him up for some topics, you know what I'm saying? Because he just sent me some random topics or whatever. And he was like, Dear Mary Jane, like he thought that I was going to talk about like a breakup or something, or a relationship like that, but I flipped it on him. I still kept the concept, you know what I'm saying, but I flipped it on him. He was like, "Oh snap!" Like, shout out to my cousin for that though, you know what I'm saying, because he inspired me for that one. Because it was a couple other topics that I think one winning, so I can't wait to play that one. Cause he had saw it was a song that he had told me about it. I think it was called "Winning" or something like that. And I made my own version of it and flipped it a little bit. But that song, when I released that one, man, because it's still, I haven't monetized that one yet, you know what I'm saying? So, because I want to do like a couple more songs, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to put out like albums or whatever. Because I put out like, anybody that's interested or follow me, you know what I'm saying? I got like albums of the songs I put out, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's only like 6 or 7 on each one, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of short, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I should have just put them all together and made just one big album, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I just want to. I don't want to put out just like singles. I want to put out like albums. So I got like one or two. I got winnings, and it's another song I'm working on that I put out. So that's two. You know what I'm saying? So I just need to. But I ain't really been in the right mood lately though. Like man, I've been trying. I've been trying to. I be working on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got some stuff brewing. In my notes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got to work the kinks out, but I ain't really been. And then, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just like come and goes. Sometimes I might be like, oh man, it'd be right mood. Just, and sometimes it just take a minute, you know what I'm saying? And some songs, you know what I'm saying? It just take a minute to, might be like a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because I be working on one song for like years, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to, work on it, work the pinks out. Like, that don't sound right. You have to rewrite it to do this and that. And then I'll go away from it for a while and then come back and, come back like, okay, this don't sound right. And then kink it up a little bit and come back, you know what I'm saying, leave it up, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so, um, yeah, so like you say, talking about addiction, I don't guess I have to explain what addiction is. Everybody should know what the definition of addiction is. So, there's a lot of things when it comes to addiction, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't really, it might not be small to some people. I mean, it may be small to some people, but you know what I'm saying? You can be addicted to pretty much anything, you know what I'm saying? Because I done seen like people addicted to like sex, porn, um, what else is it? Gaming, you know what I'm saying? Of course, alcohol and drugs. That's the when you think about like addiction is mainly like alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. But I mean, anything can be addiction. You know what I'm saying? Did I say gambling? Gambling is one. That's one of the big ones right there. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then this one guy, it was funny. I was talking to the dude at work and stuff, and he just said that's his addiction. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because I was like, man, I'm working on an episode called Addiction. And because he said he like music, you know what I'm saying, and he like go to record stores and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he like it's like an addiction. You know what I'm saying? Because he said a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, like he compared it to grocery shopping, you know what I'm saying? You know how you go in the store, especially on an empty stomach, and you say you want like a certain thing for dinner, you know what I'm saying? And then when you go to the store, you like, oh man, you see something in the next aisle, like, oh no, wait a minute, I might want this. He was saying it's like that with records for him. You know what I'm saying? Because unless he know what he going to get, like a record, you know what I'm saying? He go straight to that record and get it, you know what I'm saying? Get up out of there. Because he said sometimes if he sees something else, he'll be like, oh man, wait a minute. And next thing you know, he in the store for like 3 or 4 hours, like, oh man, like, so, you know what I'm saying? You can be addicted to a lot of, I mean, pretty much anything, you know what I'm saying? Some people addicted to cleaning. Some people addicted to, you know what I'm saying? I think they call it OCC or OC something or something like that. Because some people can't just, you know what I'm saying? They can't go to sleep unless everything's clean, you know what I'm saying? I done heard people say, all the dishes got to be clean, you know what I'm saying? And some people like, you know how like late at night after somebody wash the dishes or something and somebody like like might eat something and it might leave a fork, put a fork, you know what I'm saying, in the sink or something. They said, I heard people like woke up out their sleep, you know what I'm saying, and I think either felt like something was off or something. just the fork. You know what I'm saying? They ain't leave a whole like plate. You know what I'm saying? The whole it just be like a fork or a spoon or something. People done down there, people woke up out they sleep, going off of and people like, hey, who left this fork in here? I can't sleep. What up? Like, whoa, like, hold on. It's just a fork, man. And then, but you know what I'm saying? So, man, when it comes to addiction though, so I just want to break down or talk about like the main ones that are either I've been affected with or I've seen like people, you know what I'm saying, be affected with the big ones, you know what I'm saying? So start off with like sex or what I'm saying. Like some people, you know what I'm saying, they can't go without, you know what I'm saying, they just and it's always the married ones. Like I was working with the one dude, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt bad because when he came to the job, you know what I'm saying, these cool guys, you know what I'm saying, me and him, you know what I'm saying, I showed him around, you know what I'm saying, me and him came like work buddies, I guess, you know what I'm saying, whoop de whoop. So he was getting in the process of getting married, you know what I'm saying. He been like he's been a player, you know what I'm saying, but he was like really like about to, you know what I'm saying, like lock it down, you know what I'm saying, with this one woman, you know what I'm saying. So he said he been doing good, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. But then he seen this lady at work, you know what I'm saying, and she, you know what I'm saying, she wouldn't get off of him, you know what I'm saying. So he like, man, so he come to me like, man, I should, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want to because I might mess up, you know what I'm saying. Whoop, whoop. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? You're not married yet, you know what I'm saying? To get out your system, you know what I'm saying? Before you get married, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. He's like, man, you sound like my brother. That was a bad, you know what I'm saying? That was bad advice. You know, it was good advice at the time, but it was bad advice, you know what I'm saying? Because then after that, you know what I'm saying? His old self became, you know what I'm saying? He still ended up getting married, but, you know what I'm saying? He became his old self, you know? And then he one of them dudes, you know what I'm saying? That don't take him long, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like a couple of days later, he showing me pictures. I'm like, damn, that quit. I'm like, what the? I'm like, man. But you know what I'm saying, and now you know what I'm saying. I don't know because I don't work with him anymore. You know what I'm saying. But even when I was working with him, it was like he it was bad. But I don't know how you do it, man. Because that's one thing about like cheating and stuff. You know what I'm saying. I don't get like especially when you married and stuff. But he was able to. I don't know, man, because he be at work, you know what I'm saying, and still, like, get up early, go, like, say, telling his wife that he, you know what I'm saying, going in early or something, and, you know, had time to get some, and then show up at work, and then go home, and, or he would go home, you know what I'm saying, but he was the type, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't mess up his a happy home, you know what I'm saying, he would go home, make sure his wife, kids, everybody situated, you know what I'm saying, before he stepped out, you know what I'm saying, because if he couldn't get out that night, you know what I'm saying, he would, like, get up in the morning, um, like go before work or something, or you know what I'm saying, just some other time, you know what I'm saying. But he was that type, you know what I'm saying, because he said him and his brothers, you know, it was like a family thing or something, like you know what I'm saying? 'Cause all of them was cheaters, you know what I'm saying? But he said his brothers be out there just clowning, not caring about home, you know what I'm saying? Because he said that they be out doing their thing and they waiting on him. Like, hey, man, where you at, man? We got these females at the hotel. Like, man, I got to make sure home is good, man. Calling me, Google on my phone, woo, woo, woo. Because he said if there's something going on at home, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't go out, you know what I'm saying? If the wife need this, you know what I'm saying? The kids might need this or that, whatever, whoop, whoop. He take care of home, you know what I'm saying? Well, so he was like real respectful and good at that. But it's like, man, all the energy you got to put into, then, like you say, if you don't do it that night, then you get up early in the morning. And so he wrapped me in it was sometime, one time, you know what I'm saying? Because I think his car was down. As he sent me an address, like, to his house out the blue one day. I'm like, what? Well, I'm up here, like, I ain't have to be in until like 11 or 12 or something. I'm just sitting there chilling before work. And I get a text from him, like, the address. I'm like, what? So he had called me like, "Hey man, don't worry about it, man. I sent you the address. I'll explain to you later." I'm like, "Okay." But what he was doing was, he told me. I mean, when I got to work, you know what I'm saying. He told me like what the deal was. You know what I'm saying. He had one of his chicks. You know what I'm saying, because his car was down. And he had one of his, the chicks he was messing with. You know what I'm saying. Pick him up. And he was saying that I was taking him to work. You know what I'm saying. I used my. I ain't have a car at the time. Did I have a car? But I don't think I had a car at the time. So he said I was using my sister's truck, you know what I'm saying, to pick him up, you know what I'm saying, and go to work, you know what I'm saying. So he sent me the address, you know what I'm saying, in text, you know what I'm saying. That way, if she checked the phone, you know what I'm saying, whoop de whoop, you know what I'm saying. But he called me, he told me, like, hey man, I sent you that. It's like, I just got a weird text, like, add an address. I'm like, what? So when he called me, he was like, man, hey, I just sent you a text. I have to explain to you when I get to work. I'm like, all right, okay, whatever. So when he told me what was going on, I'm like, okay. So he kind of wrapped me in it, but didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't like pull me in where I had to come up with a whole story and getting the call from his wife and stuff like that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? He kind of did, you know. I mean, he kind of did, but didn't, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But it's like great that. So like sex, you know what I'm saying? Some people can't, you know what I'm saying? Some people can't even like go to sleep without having getting their rocks off, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? They gotta do this and that, you know what I'm saying? Some people gotta have sex multiple times a day. Some people can't even function without, you know what I'm saying? It's like sex is like crazy, you know, and same thing with like porn, that falls in that category. Some people gotta watch porn. I think Kurt Franklin was addicted to porn. The famous gospel singer, he came out and said he was addicted to porn. Like how you but you know what I'm saying? So it's like crazy. Yeah, and you really got to be addicted to porn. If you sitting up here paying for it, like that OnlyFans, I don't understand. Like it's free all over the internet. You can watch, you can pick categories and that, and you up here like paying for it. What? Like okay, man, whatever, man. But like yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But yeah, so that's sex, you know what I'm saying? Like I know a couple other people that I work with and it's always either they married. Man, when I went to it was I worked at a restaurant called Seldom Blues, you know what I'm saying? That was like my real first real like cause I used to have little before I worked at Seldom Blues, I had little jobs, side jobs or whatever, but that one was like my first like real. Cause I used to have like side jobs, like my mom, we work with my mom or something, and but that was like my real first, like real actual like job, I guess. I guess. I think that was because like I say I used to like do little side jobs or something. Like me and my mom would go out and do something, you know, get paid for the week or weekend or whatever. But yeah, but anyway, when I got there, you know what I'm saying, it was a dude, you know, and me and him became work buddies, you know, because we started at the same time. He looked just like Chris Brown. He couldn't sing for shit though, but he looked just like Chris Brown. I mean, like just that was his doppelganger for sure. And as soon as I seen him, I'm like, no, we want to go with Chris Brown. Like what the? And then that was when Chris Brown like first like came. Yeah, he was out, but he was like that's when he was like first like really hitting. You know what I'm saying? I think he been out a couple of years, but you know what I'm saying. But he was man, he had this girl, they wasn't married. I think they was engaged, whatever, but she was pregnant and everything. And I felt bad for her because she seemed like a sweetheart, you know what I'm saying? And she was always picking him up, you know what I'm saying? She pregnant as hell, you know what I'm saying? Got kids in the car and stuff, and he was dogging her, you know what I'm saying? Because he was messing with people at work, you know what I'm saying? He had this one chick at work, you know what I'm saying? He told she came up there looking for him, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't at work, you know what I'm saying? I guess he told her she was where he was working. I guess she was picking him up. You know what I'm saying? She was outside waiting, you know what I'm saying? And she was outside, so I'm taking the trash. I'm like, damn, wait a minute. So she eventually she came in, like, yeah, do Brandon work today? That was his name, Brandon. And I'm like, nah, he off today. So she was sitting outside waiting on him, thinking he had work. You know what I'm saying? And he flipped her, you know what I'm saying? Thinking she thinking he at work, you know what I'm saying? She waited on him to get off, you know what I'm saying? She like, oh, okay, and just walked away. And she worked there too, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of like messed with her, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, then he was up, man. He was something else, you know what I'm saying? But I felt bad for the old girl because, like you say, I think they was engaged. I'm not really sure, but like I say, I don't know how many of the kids was here because she had multiple kids, you know, and then she pregnant as ever. Like you say, she coming, you know, because we used to get off late, you know what I'm saying? She's waiting in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying? Pregnant as ever, you know what I'm saying? And he just like, on the flip side, he messing around with other people. And I don't know what happened with that situation because he ended up getting fired, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, outside of that, though, he was a cool guy, but they just didn't like the way, you know what I'm saying? It's always the sweethearts that get like manipulated. And I'd be like, dang, man. Mm-mm. But, you know what I'm saying? Nothing I can do about it, you know what I'm saying? I be wanting to tell them too, but that's against the bro code, you know what I'm saying? You can't just, and you make it look like you trying to, you know what I'm saying, get with his chick, you know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, yeah, so it's like, dang, but, so, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I done worked with people like that, you know what I'm saying? And it's always either they married or they got like a good wife at home or a good chick at home, and it's like, damn. But you know what I'm saying, that ain't really none of my business though. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, hey, if you get caught up, you get caught up. If not, you know what I'm saying, hey, it ain't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, that's like sex addiction. Um, what else is it? Gambling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. I know some people that fell in that gambling thing. Man, that gambling one day. That's what. Ooh. And on the shine they talked about that. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the main characters, his brother. You know what I'm saying? He became a gambler. He was gambling real bad, whatever, and he had went to rehab and he still was like messing up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like crazy. That's what I like about the Shine, man. It touched a lot of topics, you know what I'm saying? That was one of them was gambling, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, gambling, man. I almost fell into that, man, because well, I can't really gamble right now because where I work at, you know what I'm saying? They made us, a couple people got fired, you know what I'm saying, for gambling. I guess they was at the facility and gambled. Uh, and they made us watch videos sign waivers saying we can't really gamble. I'm like, man, like, duh, like, I just work for a football team. I can see if it was like football or something, but we can't gamble at all. Like, but before that, you know what I'm saying, I was doing the little FanDuel thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it's like easy to get caught up in it because it's like man, like say for instance, you got LeBron, you know what I'm saying? You know he's gonna get like 30, like 10, like you know what I'm saying, 10 assists, you know what I'm saying, like at least 10 rebounds. It don't work that way, you know what I'm saying? You be like, oh yeah, LeBron, especially if they playing somebody like I don't know, the Charlotte Hornets or something. You know, I'm just saying the team. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. And you're like, oh, LeBron gonna go off, man. Never, man. It never work out that way. Yeah, and I hate when they be like one, like say you get like LeBron get a triple double. You know what I'm saying? He get like 15 point or like 30 points, like 10 rebounds, and then like 9 assists. You like you couldn't get the one assist. Like, come on, man. If you pissed, like, damn, man. So, you know what I'm saying? By me not gambling as much like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it helped me because I probably would have ran out of money because I be trying, you know what I'm saying? I used to be trying, like, dog, man. And I hit a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? And it helped too good when I hit, you know what I'm saying? Because it just so happened that the first time I went to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? It lined up with that because I hit. And then we went to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And I got paid that Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Because we came back that, was it Saturday or Sunday? And I got paid, you know what I'm saying? While I was out there, so it was like, cool. I needed that, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like five racks too. You know, I needed that, you know, especially going to Vegas. And Vegas is expensive as hell. My dad was wondering how I was spending on buying everything because he was just like, yeah, I can help you with it if you need to. I'm like, I got it. I'm like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, man, gambling is like one, like, man, like, that's a big one right there, you know what I'm saying? I done seen people lose. And then these fools can't it's one thing when you like got a regular job, you know what I'm saying, and you like gamble, you might gamble your life away, whoop de whoop, whatever. These fools like gambling it affects people like like players, man. They gambling like you already making millions of dollars, and you up here gambling because there's a lot of those players that got caught up. You know what I'm saying? The player for the Pistons, Michael Beasley, he said he was point shaving and doing this, whatever, and yeah, you're already making millions of dollars. What are you doing gambling? Like some people, it's just like the thrill, and I guess the high you get from it. I guess I don't know, but you already making millions and millions. I can see, like, well, I can't really say that because some players not really. You think they just because they playing basketball, they not. You know what I'm saying? They not really. Some of them barely making 1,000. You know, I mean, well, they making 1,000, but you know what I'm saying, 100,000, I should say. Um, and some players just, make minimum contracts. So I can see if they gambling or something. But even still, I would still wouldn't put that job on the line. I would just, you know what I'm saying? Even if I make the NBA, even if I'm not making that much in the NBA, I'm going to just have to, you know what I'm saying, live my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just won't be able to live like LeBron or, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just go by my paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just show up for the team. But I ain't about to risk it by gambling. And no. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause gambling, you know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, you got the NBA. Now you got to work a regular ass job, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having it made, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, well, the NBA ain't really regular having it made, you know what I'm saying? Because you still got to work out, do this and that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why they say you got to love what you do, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, and then you got to be smart with it because you might not be making all that money, you know what I'm saying? But if you get like, put your money in stock, you know what I'm saying? Put your money in business or something, and, you know, it grows, you know what I'm saying? Then you could, you know what I'm saying? I might have been a scrub on the bench, but nah, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. After a while, you know what I'm saying? Money pile up, build up, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. Instead of you do it the legal way, you know what I'm saying? And instead of like gambling away, taking a risk, you know what I'm saying? Cause even like I said, nah, man, even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm not a baller or a player, you know what I'm saying, I'm not finna risk my job, you know what I'm saying, gambling, even with this job, you know what I'm saying? So I'm damn sure if I was like on a football team, I'm not finna gamble. No, no, buddy, you know what I'm saying? So the gambling, man, that junk is crazy, man. I done seen some people fall off from that, man. Like, ooh, man, you talking about relationships, people. I used to work at a Greek town, you know what I'm saying, at the casino, and I didn't see it, but I heard like people then jumped on the building, you know what I'm saying, because they lost all their money. You know what I'm saying? It was one time I was working midnights, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, we on break, you know, everybody chilling, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like a break room area. It wasn't a break room, but it was like a TV. It kind of was a break room. It was like an area outside the wardrobe where you get your uniforms and stuff, but it was like a TV. It was kind of like a break room, but it was like I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, uh, everybody was just chilling. It was like nice and quiet. You know, people taking naps. You know what I'm saying with the group. Then all of a sudden, one of the security guards in there, his on his walkie-talkie, he just went off like, "Oh my God, he jumped! He jumped! He jumped! We need all security! He jumped!" So somebody apparently jumped off the roof, whatever. He hopped up and ran. You know what I'm saying? And apparently somebody like jumped off the roof. You know what I'm saying? I guess they lost all their money or whatever and jumped off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So I can't imagine like just like what if I was getting off? You know what I'm saying? I just seen some because they had the elevators where you go to. They had the see-through elevators you can see outside. And what if I was just like getting off work or something and just looked over and just seen somebody shoom, like what the hell was that? And looked down, a body hit the ground. Like oh, you know what I'm saying? Like so that junk is crazy. And then I heard it was somebody said he was at another casino before he came to Greektown. I think it was Motor City or something. But he said it was a cop, you know what I'm saying? He was gambling, you know what I'm saying? And he lost all his money, you know what I'm saying? They said he took his gun out and blew his brains out right at the table in front of everybody, just right at the table. I'm like, damn. And the messed up part is he said that they just cleaned it up. They closed it off for like an hour or something. Then cleaned up the mess, you know what I'm saying, had it back open. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's how money hungry like the casinos and like corporations like that. That's how money hungry they are. They ain't give a damn about what just happened. He say the next day, you know what I'm saying? He said they closed it for like a couple hours, you know, got rid of the body, cleaned up the mess, had it back open like an hour or two. Like what? You gotta what? Somebody just blew their brains out. Y'all had it back open in like an hour or two. Like, that's crazy how money hungry they are. You know, organizations like that. Because even like during COVID, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they didn't give a damn about like the customers and the employees and stuff. But they were trying their hardest to stay open. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they was like, oh, we gotta wear masks. Had people wearing masks. They had people cleaning. They were trying their hardest to stay open. But eventually, you know, everything had to be shut down because they had to limit how many people was in there. You know what I'm saying? They had to keep wiping the people wiping machines down. They had extra cleaners. You know what I'm saying? They was trying their hardest to stay open because they like man. But eventually, you know what I'm saying? It was a league nationwide or worldwide. I don't know if it was worldwide, but it was nationwide shutdown and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And especially here in Michigan, because Gretch wasn't playing. Because even though like a lot of states were staying open, she was like, "No, we gonna have a shutdown." And she kept extending it too. Then eventually everybody was shut down, but she was like one of the first ones to like, nope, because it was like crazy. Because it was like with the schools, you know what I'm saying? They kept on kids was out for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because they kept on saying, "Well, 2 more weeks," you know what I'm saying? And she kept postponing it 2 more weeks, and then eventually the whole everybody was shut down. You know what I'm saying? But at first it was like she kept on 2 weeks and everybody to death. I'm like, dang, when they going back to school, man? Like, damn. but but yeah, so but yeah, gambling, man, that's a big one though, man. Like, man, man, you can lose your whole like mortgage in like 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Uh, one wrong roll of the dice. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. People that got killed over that because they owed somebody money, you know what I'm saying? Or people got jumped, you know what I'm saying? Beat up bad as hell because they owed somebody money, you know what I'm saying? And you calling everybody, hey man, I need like $500 real quick, you know, I'll pay you back. And it's up there with like gambling's up there with like drugs actually, you know what I'm saying? It is 'cause, like drugs, you know what I'm saying? People on drugs real bad. It's up there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you would go down on somebody, you know what I'm saying, for gambling, but you know, I mean, hey, I'm just saying, I don't know about all that, but you might, I don't know, but I don't want to be in that situation. I can't tell you, I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, so gambling is a big one. Now smoking, when it comes to smoking, you got two smoking because you got, you know, well, actually it's more than two, but the main two is like smoking cigarettes and then smoking marijuana. So smoking cigarettes, luckily, I haven't had to have. That was like one of the bad habits that I didn't pick up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I, you know what I'm saying, was a drinker. And I did do Mary Jane for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Edibles, but I never really was like in hard like drugs, and I wasn't like a smoker like cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't pick up that habit because a lot of people that smoke, you know what I'm saying, they said like, man, it's hard, that's a hard habit to kick. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's bad when you gotta have like a patch. You know what I'm saying? A nicotine patch and oh, like, dang, there's a lot of people that say, man, like quitting smoking is like super hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard one dude say, like, he tried to quit, you know what I'm saying? But he'd wake up in sweats, you know what I'm saying? Middle of the night, he had to go to the store and get him. Like, it's like crazy. Like cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? So that's one. Plus, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just a big fan of, I don't really like, you know, when it comes to smoking, like Mary Jane and stuff, I don't really, I mean, I smoke, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really a big fan of it, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't like the way coughing and the way it make, you know what I'm saying? I like the effects of it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like all that coughing and coughing up a lung and like, you extra thirsty, dehydrated, you know what I'm saying? So I don't, I can imagine like smokers that smoke cigarettes. It's like, yeah, then they just be having like lung cancer, and some of them can't even have to have that little voice box thing. And, like, nah, bro. Like, and it's crazy too, because I seen it was like a lady on oh, that was part of gambling. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Now that wasn't smoking, that was gambling, but it retains the gambling because it was like when I was at the casino, it was an old lady. She was always at the casino, but it was like an older lady, like on a walker on an oxygen tank, and she at the casino. It was like, man, that's how bad that gambling is, you know what I'm saying? But back to smoking though, like smoking, you know what I'm saying? Like that junk is crazy to quit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I heard, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, like I said, that was one of the bad habits I didn't pick up, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I would, one of the habits I would have quit, even though it's easy for me. Not easy, but once I quit something, I can just quit something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about smoking cigarettes though. Because now then you got, that was smoking cigarettes, but you got smoking weed, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people don't consider it like a drug. Some people say it's like weed is like tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Some people say tomatoes is vegetables. Some people say tomatoes is the fruit. That's how you know what I'm saying. Weed is when some people say it's drugs. People like no, it ain't no drug. You know what I'm saying? It's like Cat Williams said, it's a plant that if it just so happen to set on fire, like but you know what I'm saying. So, but it can be addictive too. You know what I'm saying? Cause I done messed with some weed heads. You know what I'm saying? So they can't even function in the morning without you know what I'm saying. They gotta wake up. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they wake up, you know they got a blunt by the bed. You know what I'm saying? It's fired up. As soon as they wake up, they didn't even get that yarn out good. They just wake up, roll over like like what? Some people can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't eat without it. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to go to, they can't go to functions without it. They can't, you know, they got to smoke before they go to work, after they go to work, on their break. Like, some people just, but the thing about weed though, man, like, if you like weed like that, you know, there's a lot of money that you got to buy because you got to buy, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that weed, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money you got to, then you got to buy blunts, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of money because a lot of people that say they quit weed, they notice how much money they save, and they like, dog, you know what I'm saying? So I think weed is easier to quit than smoking cigarettes too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, weed is like, man, that junk be crazy. And then you have like alcohol. A lot of people, like that's most common. You know what I'm saying? think a lot of people like, man, due to depression or you know what I'm saying, they just like drinking and just can't. You know what I'm saying? Some people just can't. And then you know what I'm saying, that becomes like a with alcohol though. You know what I'm saying? With weed, you know what I'm saying, at least you gonna be either chill or or something. Some people weed make them smarter. Some people weed make them focus better. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can smoke weed, you know what I'm saying, and then they just be in a cleaner mood. Like you come in like, damn, the whole house be clean, and they over there high as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, whole house clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, okay. I heard it was one mother. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about her son being all like not cleaning and stuff, whatever. She came on one day, he cleaned up the whole house. Like, damn. Find out he was smoking weed. She brought him a. She ain't want him smoking, but she like, shit, whatever you got, I buy it next time. She, the whole house was clean. She said even the ceiling, everything. Like, damn. So, but nah, man. But with alcohol though, you know what I'm saying. You got different type of alcohol. You know what I'm saying. Most of the time, people come angry, violent, abusive. You know what I'm saying. Especially like dark liquor. You know what I'm saying. Dark liquor. Yeah, white liquor, you know what I'm saying. Some people get angry and stuff off white liquor, but it's more common that people get angry and abusive or upset over dark liquor, you know what I'm saying. But some people, it's both, you know what I'm saying. It's just alcohol, you know what I'm saying. They gotta have it, you know what I'm saying. People showed up to work, you know what I'm saying, drunk and like, oh, bruh. And I done seen a couple people get fired because they came in slurring and want to fight people, and it's like, oh, bruh, damn, like couldn't put the bottle down, man. Like, damn. But you know what I'm saying? And also, but weed, I mean, I think weed have you more relaxed and chill. Only thing about weed though is the smell. Like you gotta in your eyes, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have eye drops and like man, I done been at work before, man. You walk past somebody like yeah, you just smell it like man, dog. We had to have so many meetings because some people be coming in and smell like trees and stuff. When people ready to fight, like man, I ain't getting fired because you want to smell like weed, man. Come on, man. Come on. You don't smoke, man. At least, like, like, dog. But nah, man, but alcohol, man, that one is like crazy too, cause like you say that done messed up a lot of homes too. You know what I'm saying? Some people come in drunk from work or something to want to beat their wife or something, beat the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like man, so that either get you dead or you know in jail or something or like, but man, that jump be crazy. But what else is it? You gotta we oh and then drugs like man them hard drugs like coke and not really coke. It's like what's cocaine? No, yeah, well cocaine is coke. What's God damn it, what's the other one? It's like a form of cocaine and stuff like that, but it's oh crack, yeah, crack. And that crack, man, I heard that, man. I don't want to. I didn't see like, man, I not personally. I mean, I haven't seen nobody get high like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really be around that stuff. But I didn't, you know, I know a lot of people that do that. You know what I'm saying? Like drugs. I used to work with one guy. You know what I'm saying? He already, hey, man, I liked him. He was a cool guy, man. He was trying to get his life together. You know what I'm saying? But he had a tether and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he had a curfew to be back at a certain time, you know what I'm saying? Because if we did work over, you know what I'm saying? He had to call, ask him, like, can he come? It was like crazy, you know what I'm saying? But he also was a former drug addict. But he relapsed, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't show up at work one day, you know what I'm saying? He called and left me a message saying, like, man, I messed up. I probably won't see you again. Then he came back, you know, they let him get his job back, but then he messed up again, so that was it. You know, I'm like, but he was a cool guy, man. Like he tried to get his life together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, I hated that, man. Hopefully he doing all right. You know what I'm saying? He was a big guy too, man. He worked out and stuff. But I mean, hopefully he got his life together. I ain't never asked him what he had to tell the wrong for. I don't know if he shot somebody or something. I don't know, but that wasn't none of my business. I wasn't about to, you know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm trying to be cool with the guy, you know what I'm saying? Because in case some pop off or something, like, he ain't about to hit me and shoot me or nothing like. But nah, man, he was a cool guy though, man. I really hate that. You know, so hopefully he doing all right. I don't know. That was some years ago. I don't know if he passed. I don't know what happened with him. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everything working out for him now, man. But I'm like, dang, man. And it was like when I first Seldom Blues was like one of the crazy. It was like ghetto as hell. It was like one of the fancy restaurants, but it was like ghetto as hell. Cause when I first started working there, man, it was this one dude. Like the first second day, He was a dude, you know what I'm saying? They say he worked real hard, you know what I'm saying, with Whoop. Every time paycheck came up, you know what I'm saying, he disappeared, you know what I'm saying, because he would use his paycheck for, like, drugs. You know what I'm saying? And then he'd come back, like, when, I guess, when drugs ran out, the money ran out, whatever, and he'd come back to work, you know what I'm saying? They always let him back, you know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all keep letting him back? Y'all know what he doing. But he was that good of a worker, though, because when he was on his stuff, he was working his, man. But Cause that was when I first got there. Cause they was like, man, you anybody seen? I don't know, I forgot his name, but I'm gonna say Johnny. And anybody that remember Kings of Comedy, Bernie Mac movie, anybody seen Johnny? So I'm gonna just say Johnny. Um, but nah, man, that was like my first or second day there. You know what I'm saying? They was looking for him and calling his phone, blowing him up. And then, like you said, he went on hiatus. I think till like after that weekend. And then, like you said, he'd come in, work. You know what I'm saying? And then we get paid again. Same thing. Like damn. But yeah, man, them drugs, man, it ain't nothing to play with, man. And some people use it like at work, like they do be doing in coke and stuff, like especially in the kitchen. And you can tell, man, they go in the break room or bathroom or something, take a line, and they come out like whoo, and they man running circles around you, like what the hell? Like they flipping burgers, washing dishes, and doing like taking out trash. Like how the hell? All in one swing, like damn, like damn. But nah, man, like them drugs is something else, man. And a lot of people don't realize, but a lot of the drugs, you know what I'm saying, they might, you know what I'm saying, be all right then, but a lot of drugs, but alcohol too, you know, they affect your body as you get older, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people, as they got older, they done got, you know what I'm saying, they might not even do drugs no more, but now they're older, you know what I'm saying, now they teeth done fell out, you know what I'm saying, or they got like all kind of problems, you know what I'm saying, like kidney problems or this kind of problems, like all because of them drugs and alcohol, you know what I'm saying, like, it's like, damn, you gotta take care of your body too, you know what I'm saying, so, but that's one thing about weed though, man, it don't really affect you like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that I know of, you know what I'm saying? Because people can smoke weed like Snoop Dogg. Motherfucker can smoke weed, like everybody knows he smoke weed, but he's still sharp. He still, you know what I'm saying? He might not work out, you know what I'm saying, like that or whatever. Well, I don't know if he work out or not, but saying one thing is that you can definitely tell he aging because he need to cut his hair off, man. That, ooh, man, he was like Stevie Wonder with them braids, man. He was like, ooh, wee. Oh man, but nah, man, but nah, like drugs, like man, drugs is like, oh man, but what's another one? I talked about gambling and all that stuff. So a couple of them that I've been on, like drinking and then like smoking, yeah, edibles and stuff. Now edibles is the one I recently just, you know what I'm saying. Once I was out, I just stopped. Now, I have a thing where I was like, I wouldn't say addicted to them, but cause I like drinking and stuff. Like you know what I'm saying. I might have a drink here or two here, but I don't drink as much as I used to. It was one time, you know what I'm saying. I was like, I ain't feel right being sober I didn't start drinking until I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying. Like Seldom Blues. You know what I'm saying. They really got me. One dude would come in. It was this malt liquor called Juice. You know what I'm saying. He would come in with that. You know what I'm saying. I just had some. Like damn. And next thing you know, we yeah, you used to be down there back there clowning and stuff. Then we got cool with the chef, you know what I'm saying? Like on Sundays when it's busy, after the bar shut down, whatever, he'd go out there. They're like, man, what y'all want, man? We gonna be here for a long time. He'd go out there and get it. We used to be drinking Jack Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Be like, man, keep on working, you know what I'm saying? I get it. And then at one point, you know what I'm saying, it got cool with the servers, you know what I'm saying, because the servers come back and they supposed to break their trade down, you know what I'm saying. But sometimes it's busy as hell, you know what I'm saying, we break it down for them. And in the process, they would get us cranberry juice from the bar because the cranberry juice was at the bar. But when they found out we was drinking, they put a little absolute and cranberry in there. Man, we was breaking them trades down like, yeah, it wasn't even busy. You know, like, hey man, go ahead, man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? In return, he'd bring back the cranberry and absolute. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, back. Because the cranberry, we would always had to get the cranberry from the bar because they said we could get any drinks we want, you know what I'm saying? But in the back, they didn't have the cranberry. It was only at the bar. So instead of us having to go out there to the bar, because a lot of times we dishwashers, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want us out there at the bar. And it's like customers, we dripping soap and water and everything, and apron wet as hell. I'm like, let me get some cranberry. Like, what? So if we did get something to drink, it had to be from the pop machine in the back, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't have cranberry, you know what I'm saying? But so we would always ask the server order. You know what I'm saying? We wait until like you say when the restaurants close down and stuff. Then we go out there ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Get the cranberry. But during service, like you said, at first it was just cranberry. But then when they found out we was drinking, they was like, oh man, for real? All right. So they put absolute in there. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Man, we used to be back there fucked up. Cause we'd be like, man, we already like, man, we gonna be here tonight all night, especially on the busy nights. You know what I'm saying? We can get off till like my first night when I worked at Zelda, man, I did like a 12-hour shift. Cause I had my sister who was picking me up, man. I got her like I spent the night in that motherfucker. I started at 4, I didn't get off probably till like 6 or 7 in the morning. My sister, well, I woke her up in the morning because she was picking me up. She was like, man, you just not getting off. I'm like, man. Oh, she had to wake up, come and get me. It was like 6 nights. I literally spent the night in that motherfucker. So, so after a while, you know what I'm saying, we got, you know what I'm saying, everybody knew we was drinking and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, party time, you know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. I was on Sundays, you know what I'm saying? It was cool with the chef dude, man. He like, man, we gonna be here forever, man. What y'all want? Man? He'd go get us some Jack Daniels, you know what I'm saying? He, like, as long as we keep working, you know what I'm saying? He's like, man, we gonna be here anyway. Fuck it. So, but, yeah, so, but yeah, man, drinking, you know what I'm saying? And drugs and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I talked about gaming. Because gaming, that's another addiction too. Like, and a lot of people, that was one I had. I go in like phases with gaming. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just told y'all I got that Spider Man whatever for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I might play it like a couple weeks. Like, oh man, I gotta play the Spider Man. But now I'm like in the phase and I might pick it back up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yeah, it'll be there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's never been to the point where I gotta like wake up. No, I'm at work like, man, I gotta play the Spider. I can't wait to get home and play. It wasn't to that point. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I done heard people that lost their jobs and stuff because they can't get off the games. Like, man, they gotta play that Call of Duty. They gotta play this. Like, that's when Call of Duty come out. They came to work late. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin. He was big on like Madden. You know what I'm saying? He was real good at it too. Well, like every year Madden come out, he get the new Madden and whoop whoop. And he said he couldn't go to sleep if he didn't win a game. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, was it like 2 games? I don't know if it was like 2 or 3 games he had to win in a row or something or just win a game. He couldn't go to sleep if he lost the game, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes he'd be up all night. Sometimes he'd go right to bed at 1 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't that bad. I used to play Madden, but you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't into it like that. I just was playing just to be playing it. You know what I'm saying? If I lost, I lost. I mean, I might be mad as hell, but I go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I turn the game on to go to sleep. Like, I might be mad as hell, especially if it's a good ass game and I lost my one or something. Like, oh, man. But I ain't about to sit up there and keep playing. It's like, nah, I'm just be mad as hell, but I'm about to cut the game. I'll go to sleep. So yeah, so gaming. Yeah, I heard man, it was people on like Dr. Phil and stuff. Like it was one dude. He played in the NFL. He said he missed practices. He got they had to let him go because he wasn't showing up for the practice and stuff. All because of Call of Duty whatever game was popular back then. Like damn, like man, that's crazy. Like you in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? You can't, you gonna take time to at least go practice, you know what I'm saying? Like you got all the time in the world after practice, you know what I'm saying? Before practice, you know what I'm saying? Like well, damn, like yeah, so gaming can be one, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff can be addiction. You know what I'm saying? It might be little to some people, but a lot of stuff can be an addiction. But one that's real popular these days, you know what I'm saying, that I'm trying to, this one, you know what I'm saying, like you said, I can, a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, I might, you know what I'm saying, cause like with edibles, once I was out, you know what I'm saying, I haven't picked up edibles since, like what, earlier this year or something, I think January, February or something, might have been even last year, I'm not really sure when last time I had edibles, but once I was out, I was just out, you know what I'm saying, and that was it, you know what I'm saying, I might, you know, I get urged every once in a while, but you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, but I had to stop doing them because I just like that feeling, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you know what I'm saying, it was affecting my like speech. It's after a while that stuff mess with your brain too, you know what I'm saying? That and drinking too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I used to be drinking like crazy, and then I noticed that ever since I stopped, you know what I'm saying, my speech has been clear. I still have like, you know, speech impediments or, you know what I'm saying, or, you know what I'm saying, whoop de whoop. I don't know if that's cause of that, but But it was real bad when I used to be off the edibles. I'd be thinking I'm talking regular. They'd be like, "Man, what the hell did you just say?" They call me mush mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'd be talking. I'll be thinking I'm talking regular, and they'd be like, "Yeah, what you say?" And it still happens today. You know what I'm saying? But not as much. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, I can hear it sometimes. But then, you know what I'm saying, the slurring of the words, then I'd be like forgetting stuff in mid sentence, you know what I'm saying? It's bad. I still do that too sometimes, but you know what I'm saying, it's not as bad, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had to stop the edibles though, cause I think that was affecting my brain cells and all that. And then I was like getting crazy with it, cause you know what I'm saying. The thing about edibles and stuff too is I see why they say it's like gateway drug, whatever. Cause like you do like one, like say you do, like say you got some edibles, you know what I'm saying. You do like a little piece, you know what I'm saying. And after a while, you do it like so often, you know what I'm saying. Then you upgrade to a whole piece, and then next, you're doing two pieces. Then you like, cause once you do like so much, you know what I'm saying. I do every day, you it don't affect you like that. You like, man, this is just weak as hell. Next thing you know, you doing a whole piece. Next thing you know, you doing two pieces. Next thing you know, three pieces. And I see why they say that's a gateway drug because then you want to get high. You know what I'm saying? Higher than high. You know what I'm saying? And they always say you don't get that. You don't get as high as you did the first time. That's why a lot of people be like ODing on like crack and like other drugs because that for they trying to chase that first high. You know what I'm saying? You might get high, but you don't ever get as high as you did the first time. You know what I'm saying? That's like a lot of people like get addicted to it. They chasing that high. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, like edibles. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you said, at first I started off. You know, I wouldn't try it. I would see what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Then the edibles too, man. They take a minute to kick in, man. Cause it was like, man. Cause you like, man, it's junk weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? But when it kick in, you like, oh. I remember the first time I did edibles, you know what I'm saying? This guy I work with, you know what I'm saying? He had some. I'm like, man, let me try them out. He was like, man, just try a piece, man. You know what I'm saying? So I did a little piece. I'm like, man, it's junk weak as hell, man. But next thing you know, I'm talking to my mom's on the phone. And it was right around, I think it was either around COVID or it was a little bit after COVID or something. So I'm over my sister's house, we just chilling. I'm on the phone with my mom. Next thing you know, I started seeing rainbows. I'm like, what the hell? And it just felt like a pressure or something. Just fun. And I'm like, oh, it's done kicking in. Like, okay. I'm on the phone with her and mid sitting. I just stopped because I looked up the stairs. I see rainbow. I'm like, what the hell? And then when it kicked in, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, all right. But that junk was amazing though, man. And then I was playing the game, man. It felt like I was in the game, man. I'm like, I'm playing Crash Team Racing, like, man. I'm like, oh, I'm crashing like motherfucking man. I can't even. I'm crashing like hell, like. But I'm like, man, come on, man, just do right. And like, man, oh man, watching like basketball and stuff, man, that was like the best experience, man. Like the games and stuff, it felt like I was like sitting next to LeBron, man. So I see a good ass game. Yeah, that motherfucker like, oh man, it's a good ass game. And then music, man, music is the best when you have, man, cause like, especially when you're in a dark room, you know what I'm saying, and then like Lil Jon or something come out, like jazz is the best though when you have, like jazz is the best, you know what I'm saying, cause you really feel that, you're like, man, you really feel the trumpet, you really feel the bass, you know what I'm saying, everything. But but yeah though, yeah, gambling, you know what I'm saying, gaming, you know what I'm saying, that junk is crazy too. But now the one that I really want to talk about is the one that everybody, you know what I'm saying, I think everybody in this day and age, you know what I'm saying, is really addicted to like putting their phones down, you know what I'm saying? Like that one, now that's one I really can't, you know what I'm saying? I've been better with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not on social media as much. I'm trying to put my phone down like completely, you know what I'm saying, and get up and do stuff more because, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too because the phone's got everything in it, man. And it's like, because even something simple as an alarm, man, it's in your phone. You look up the date, it's in your phone. Calendar, it's in your phone. Like, what the hell? Everything's in your phone. So it's like, dog, man. So it's easy as hell. And then sometimes, like, I got a bad habit of, I might pick up my phone to look up something. And then next, I'm on social media. Then next, hours went by. Yeah, I forgot what I picked it up recently for. Because I might look up something, like Google something. Next, I'm on social media or somebody text me or something. Then it's like, next, it's like, man, it's hard to put the phone down. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was the only one that did this, but I didn't even like after you eat something, you know what I'm saying? You check yourself like at work, you know what I'm saying? We eat something, you know what I'm saying? I use the camera as a mirror, you know what I'm saying? Because some other times you just go to the bathroom, check, look in the mirror, make sure you don't got no crumbs in your beard and stuff. You use your phone. You use the camera, just flip it. I thought I was the only one that did that until I seen somebody else do it. I'm like, oh, I thought I was the only one that did that. It saved you from having to go all the way to the bathroom, unless you got to use the bathroom other than that, you know what I'm saying? But you can just, you know what I'm saying, just flip the camera on you, look and check, see if you know, crumbs, you know, you good, like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But everything is in your phone. It's hard not to put the phone down, man. But I ain't as bad as everybody else. Like, man, when I'm driving, you know what I'm saying, I might pick up the phone and I might text here and there, but I'm not finna have a whole blown conversation. And when I'm driving, I keep my eyes on the road for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I might pick up my phone and I do have to. I don't have a modern day car. You know, because my car is like 2012, so I have to. You know what I'm saying? Like most people have the on the screens. You know what I'm saying? They can change radio station. I can change radio station on the wheel, you know, I got the wheel thing. You can turn up the volume and change it. But if I'm like listening to music, well, first of all, I don't have a screen thing. I think it was like 2013 it up. Then I don't have a Bluetooth one, so I have to have the cord, the aux cord. You know what I'm saying? And I have to plug the phone in. So if I want to change on my playlist, whatever, I have to use my phone. You know what I'm saying? And find the music. So if I don't do it before I take off, you know what I'm saying? It might change. I might not want to hear that song. I got to pick up my phone and change it. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to be on when I'm driving though. I try to keep my eyes on the road. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know what I'm saying. But a lot of people, man, they be texting, having full blown conversation, and on the freeway. Like how the hell? They doing like 90 and stuff and texting at them. I'm like, how the fuck? Like what? I try not to be that bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen like the accidents. They said texting and driving is worse than drinking and driving. They said like people, man. They just had people like under a semi truck, you know what I'm saying, head decapitated, and when they get to them, they phone in their hands, like, damn, like man, dog, like that junk be crazy, like it ain't that serious to me, you know what I'm saying, like man, I can, you know what I'm saying, I can text when I might like you say I might text you or you know what I'm saying, but I'm not gonna have a full blown conversation, especially on the freeway, you know what I'm saying. And then they got all these technologies nowadays, but like you said, I don't have a modern day car. They got technology nowadays where they can read the text to you and you can reply back and all that stuff. And they trying to make it where you're not texting and driving and you're not using your phone as much. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a modern day car like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the way these cars is nowadays, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't have Bluetooth. I love the Bluetooth one because I don't have to worry about the aux cord and all that stuff. And as soon as I get in the car, I just connect like, all right, and I can change it, you know what I'm saying, without having to pick up my phone and be like, next song, hey Alexa, or hey Google, next song, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have that luxury, you know what I'm saying? So, but for the most part, though, when I do use my phone, it's because I'm really bad with directions, like when I'm driving and stuff, and I might get lost in something, so I have to like Google Map or something. And especially when like I know my way, but then if a freeway or something, or my exit might be closed, or I might miss my exit, then I had to pull it on the phone. And I'm like, oh snap! Like I was going to my sister's house the other day, and they had Newburgh was it was closed off because they were working on the freeway. And I don't really know 275 that much that other way, so I had to pull out my phone and Google it and go to 275 and stuff like that. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it might be a situation like that, but that's just on me. I just know my way around the city better. Especially you that live here and stuff. Like you gotta know your way around better. You know what I'm saying? But we rely on the phone so much. Like man, just to go next door or something. Like hey man, give me your address. You'd be like, go outside, make it right. Oh, okay, I'm here. Like, duh. Like, damn. But yeah, man, that's one addiction. That is one addiction that I'm trying to. It's hard to put your phone down though, man. Because like you say, man, everything's in your phone. And then, like you say, next thing you know, I'm not as bad as I used to be though. Because like you say, I used to. That's when I was at my sister's house, man. I used to be like, man, I used to just go downstairs, go downstairs, and be on that little couch, whatever. You know what I'm saying, and just be on there. And then I don't even turn the TV on. And you know it's bad if you don't even turn the TV on. 'Cause some people turn on the TV, you know what I'm saying, they still be on their phones. I don't even turn the TV on. I be down there. Next thing you know, I look up, it's dark. I'm like, oh snap! Like I didn't been on social. I'm just scrolling, and you on social media. And like man, so I'm not as bad as I used to be. You know, I didn't put it down. I'm not on social media like that. I'm trying not to be, trying to be more, You know what I'm saying? But I still still got a bad habit. I be at work, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I wash dishes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it be when we slow or whatever, I might pull out my phone. Somebody text me or something. I try not to be on my phone, especially at work, because especially when the chef walking around, you know what I'm saying? He looking at you, you don't even know, and you so deep in your phone, you look up, he looking at you. I'm like, oh shit. Like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, that, but he the type, he don't really say nothing, but he gonna say, he'd take it out on you if it, like he asks for a favor or something. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Remember that time I seen you and you, like, damn. But he's that don't say nothing on the spot, but you know what I'm saying? He just give you that look, like, dog, like, bruh, like, damn. So, you know what I'm saying? But then you use it for the time, you know what I'm saying? You might not know what time it is. You looking at your phone, like, what time is it? Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't have a smartwatch. You know, a lot of people got watches, a smartwatch or whatever. I need to get one, like a smartwatch and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? But everything is on your phone, man. You can watch TV on your phone. You can do this on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You can have intellectual conversations with your phone, man. You just Google, like, man, like, it's hard, man. I done seen people cross, they can't even cross the street without being on it. They're about to get hit by a car, you know what I'm saying? Because they can't put their phone down. And like I ain't that bad, but you know what I'm saying. Especially when you're out in public, you know what I'm saying, because that's how people get jacked and everything. You just on your phone, you know what I'm saying. Next thing you know, that somebody just snatched your phone and hit you upside the head, like me. You know what I'm saying. You gotta know your surroundings, you know what I'm saying. And that's what I be trying to tell my nieces too, because they be outside. Even though where my sister stay at, it's a nice neighborhood, but you never know, because I done snuck up. I done pulled up behind my nieces a couple of times. I thought they'd seen me. I done knocked on the window, like, oh man, you scared me. I'm like, dog, I thought you seen me. Like, yeah, they so into their phones or whatever. I'm like, man, like you can't, even though you in a nice little neighborhood, you still can't. I ain't gonna lie, I had a habit of that too, 'cause especially my sister's house. Cause sometimes if everybody at the house, you don't want to go in right away, so you just sit outside. Sometimes be on your phone, and next thing you know, it's like you look up, like damn, you know what I'm saying. So I done had that habit too. So I can't, but I try and get on my knees about that because I really can't do it where I'm at now. Even though I'm like it's like middle of the hood, cause I'm like kind of in the hood, but it's not. I'm back in Detroit now. It's kind of hood, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't be in the car like that because somebody might come up and be like, hey, like, oh, fuck. So, you know what I'm saying? I try not to be like, if when I pull up, you know what I'm saying? I get out the car right away, or if I'm looking up something, I might sit in the car for a minute if it's a nice day, but I usually just go in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't about to be sitting out here, you know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, like, yeah, this nice little whip you got. Like, it's mine now. Like, oh, man. So, but But yeah, that's one of the habits that I'm trying to break. You know what I'm saying? Is that one? That's one of the things I think everybody should try and break. You know what I'm saying? Need to get back to doing like it was before the phones. You know what I'm saying? Going outside, taking walks, and that's causing depression and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? That's part of it. Everybody also locked in and on their phones. They don't even go outside no more. You know what I'm saying? You just days off, you just on your phone. Like I say, this be time you I don't even turn on TV. You just on phone, going through social media, watching reels, watching this and that. Next thing you know, the whole day gone. You didn't even wash your ass. You didn't even do that. You might have got up and go to the bathroom. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't even eat nothing. You're like, damn, I'm hungry as hell. You ain't nothing. Like, dog. But I wish, you know what I'm saying, that's one habit I think everybody should break, you know what I'm saying, or try to, you know what I'm saying. Like, man, go back to being outside, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just going to work, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people just go to work, you know what I'm saying. And like I say, it's been times where I got to work early, I'm on my phone, you know what I'm saying. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying. But I try and like decompress before I go to work, you know what I'm saying. I try to listen to music or something to try and get me, you know what I'm saying, amped and like, all right, you know what I'm saying. But so, you know what I'm saying? I already went over my time, to kind of. So I try and keep it like at least about an hour. It's about an hour, and, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, but as I promised, I will play the song Dear Mary Jane Letter. You know what I'm saying? So I'll play that real quick, and then I don't know if I need to dissect it or not, you know what I'm saying? But I will play that one, and then I'll have my closing remarks. So hopefully you guys enjoy.
Yeah, the Mary Jane letter Too many a Dear Jane letter is a breakup in a relationship. But this is a reminder of the days you kept my torn, cold-blooded heart warm. I may not visit you as often as before, although you keep my mind straight, even get me through situations that regulate my heart rate back to normal. Rather it's a forecast that's cloudy with a chance of meatballs, or the edible kind that have a better mind frame. I have to let you go, thinking I needed you to make my writing skills grow. I know now that was just a myth to keep you around. Now I travel with the moonlight shadowing the ground. I would be lying if I said I'm completely done with you, but for the most part except for occasions I may partake just to relive the good old days. Never enough to go back to my old ways. This may be my last spark, at least for a while, as I fly high, ultimately on my own, as a bird leaving the nest. Mary Jane, I will miss you and wish you nothing but the best.
All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that song. That song, man, it's like a hard hitting song, man, because like you say, it's like how I like pretty much gave up like smoking edibles and stuff. I like the part where I said whether it's the edible kind or the or the kind with the chance that's cloudy with the chances that's cloudy with the chance of meatballs, cloudy with the chance of meatballs or something like that. That man, I like that line. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite part on this one though, it got the like the jazz like beat and feel into it. But when they come in with the that saxophone or guitar, well not guitar, but the saxophone or the trumpet, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know my instruments like that. Sorry, but yeah, but when he break it down with that part, you know what I'm saying, at the end, you know what I'm saying, that part down, I'm like, man, because he got that jazz, like, feeling to it, you know what I'm saying? But it's a deep song to me because it really just talks about, like, I would say, like, I was been saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I pretty much stopped smoking, try to go, cut back on edibles, or I'm not done with edibles, you know what I'm saying? But and they're saying like I might, you know what I'm saying, go back to don't partake in you know what I'm saying, every once in a while, but I go back to my old ways. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, I haven't really smoked or anything, I mean either. But it might be a time where I might be out of function or something. You know, somebody might pass me. But like, I'm really proud of myself too. Because on the fourth, you know what I'm saying, I think it was somebody else. It was at the function. Somebody had passed me the weed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying I turned it down. You know what I'm saying? Usually I might be like, you know what? Like, you know what I'm saying? But so kind of proud of myself for doing that, you know what I'm saying? But as far as edibles go, I'm gonna try and make it like just a clean slate, like just nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I might, you know what I'm saying, as far as marijuana go, might, you know what I'm saying? But I won't go back to my old ways, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's my episode of addiction. I went over time a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys are still with me. Yeah, enjoyed this episode. Hopefully I cleared up a little bit about addictions. Hopefully if you guys are going through something, you either reach out, you know what I'm saying, and get some help or, you know what I'm saying, talk to somebody about it. You know what I'm saying? They got different hotlines, especially with gambling, with different drugs and stuff. Hope you guys get some help if you need to. Um, yeah, man. Just Thursday. I need to get back in the gym, man. That's what I need to do, man. That's what happened. I need to pick back up. You know what I'm saying? Get back in the gym, man. Cause I'm tired of waiting. I don't know how big people do it, man. I'm not really big, but I'm like in certain shirts I be wearing, I be looking like, oh man, nah, bro. Like, yeah, I need to get back in the gym, man. But yeah, man, and hopefully if you guys going through anything, if there's battling addiction or something, hopefully you guys get help, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I kind of enjoyed it myself, just talking about different things, you know what I'm saying? Because I kind of went over a little bit, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. So those that keep coming back, thank you. For newcomers, hopefully you like what you heard. If you did, please spread the word. Word play out.